even get around without Google Maps, to be honest.
By the way, speaking of Central Park, you know, there was an alligator in Brooklyn. They caught it Prospect Park, and it's now at the zoo, at the Bronx Zoo, I should say. But they found an alligator.
That's my question. How did it get there?
Somebody dumped it there or something, but that's crazy.
I bet that one had its natural hunting instincts.
Ooh, all right. Well, guys, thanks so much. Hope you have a good rest of the day.
And happy birthday,
and
Molly. And Molly. So many birthdays.
Birthday galore here. Absolutely. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. But go have a good rest of the day.
Yeah.
We will take it over from there and continue on. And a happy Tuesday to all here on this early week, where busy times greet us here when it comes to the weather situation.
For sure. Thanks, of course, for hanging out with us on America's Morning Headquarters. We're going to get you through the mid-morning hours. And, of course, Weather Channel's helping you plan for the big events ahead, maybe like birthdays and Winter Storm Olive.
That's right. Also keeping an eye out for some severe storms. How about in the Northeast?
Yeah.
Not just the South. And, of course, those drastic temperature differences, you're really splitting the country in two. We've got extreme cold, which I know you enjoy.
Oh, man. I'm so thankful that I'm in the warm part of that split.
Right. Yes. It's almost a little too warm for some, though.
Oh, well, I wonder who that some is. Okay, so let's talk about today's big deal. We've got a day we're going to be dealing with. So if you are like, I don't know how much I need to prepare for this storm, I would prepare. It's better to be safe than sorry. Take a look at some of these impressive totals. You can see some of those higher numbers north of that I-90 corridor, 18 to 24 inches across southern portions of Minnesota, Minneapolis, maybe a foot to a foot and a half, and then you can see the snow gradient really falls off quickly. Now, we are having a large swath of heavy snow, but it's really confined to the northern tier here. So if you're just outside of that snow footprint, you're not seeing nearly as much. The bright pink indicative of the blizzard warning. We're talking about maybe winds 50 miles an hour with those gusts, greatly reduced visibility. Of course, that snow coming down in a big way as well. Winter storm watches, winter storm warnings are out currently, and that is going to last until we're done with Winter Storm Olive. We've got so many different ingredients coming together. You know that cookie that has like everything? It's like a peanut butter cookie, but then it has like chocolate chips and walnuts and everything. That's basically what Winter Storm Olive is, but like not good. Like maybe you threw in, I don't know. What's something you don't want in a cookie?
Peanut butter?
Well, Alex doesn't like peanut butter, so that doesn't count. It's like someone threw an edamame in your cookie. That's what Winter Storm Olive is, basically. So we've got our strong upper winds, enhanced upper lift. I really love peanut butter. It's one thing that Alex and I strongly disagree on. We've got a zone of heavy snow. It's spreading eastward, and the icy mix. That's what concerns me. The rain, the cold rain, that's not fun. The snow and the blizzard, that can also get dangerous. But when you're talking about ice, man, that's not at all what you want. We've got this really tight pressure gradient. All these white lines that you see here, we call those isobars. And when they're packed tightly, closely like that, that's indicative of really gusty winds. And that's what you're getting when you've got a strong high pressure and a strong low pressure really close to each other. So take a look at some of these winds. Watch how they pick up as the snow moves through overnight tonight and into early Wednesday. 40, 50 mile per hour gusts, especially where we've got some of that ice on the trees and those winds gusting. Alex, I'd be prepared for power outages in those areas because it could get really gusty and really icy. This is going to be a city to watch during Winter Storm Olive. We're standing virtually in Commons Park, where the green and surrounding areas will soon be covered with snow and lots of it.
And again, piling up. Olive moving in later today, and then the snow is just going to linger for the next couple of days. Now, by the time Olive is done, we could be talking about more than a foot of snow covering the ground. A large swath across the northern tier of really impressive snowfall totals, particularly in Minneapolis. We're talking about So here's the thing about Minneapolis. We're already well above average in terms of our snowfall. You guys don't need any more this season, but you're going to get a significant amount. Yeah, this is part of the country where we've had a winter. There's some areas where it's been like, where's winter? No, this is not an area where they've been asking that question. And now we get slammed again. I mean, we're in that 14, 15, 16, 17, maybe even up to 20 inches when it comes to the snow adding up here through our Thursday. A lot of snow to add on to what we've already seen this season. Yeah, that's the type of snow that you want to make sure you're prepared for because you might be stuck for a little while. It's not just, you know, about you and whether you can get out. It's what do the roads look like? What are the stores even open? Can people get to the stores to open them? So you want to be prepared in advance. You can see some of that heavy snow really kicking in as we head through tomorrow afternoon. That's the thing. We'll see snow sneak in today, but it really doesn't crank up for real, until we get to kind of Wednesday. That's when the storm system really gets going. So you can see, and here's Minneapolis as we head on through this afternoon. Snow kind of in that light to slightly moderate range when it comes to the snowfall rates. But look what happens as we get into our Wednesday.
Ooh,
and we're in it for several hours.
You're talking about hours and hours. So when you're looking at that and you're seeing those bars going up into the heavy snow and then the winds are 30, 40, 50 miles an hour, that's no visibility. That's, if you're out there, you're just kind of stuck. You're just out of luck.
Yeah, absolutely. So you may be wondering, okay, how much snow is that in comparison to sort of history? We're here in Minneapolis. We're looking at sort of the top 5 one-day snow totals that we've seen. Again, this is going to be falling over several days, but the top one is 11.8 inches there for us. But look at the top 5 all-time 3-day snowfall totals. You can see we are approaching that. We probably won't make the top 5.
Yeah.
But top 10 is within reach.
Can you imagine 3 days worth of snow and you end up with, what, nearly 3 feet of snow?
It's a lot.
I'd be like, I'm just staying in here until the spring.
Right.
I'm just going to stay, right?
Yeah, so really be prepared. This is a system to not mess around with. If you don't have to be heading out and about, please, please, please make sure you're just staying inside.
Yeah.
Now, it's not just Minneapolis having to deal with this system.
Non-winter pattern that we've had all winter. It's been so much more spring-like. And I'm going to venture to say that a lot of us are going to be feeling summer-like.
Yeah.
If you're not dealing with Winter Storm Olive, it feels more like the summer. So let's talk about Winter Storm Olive because, of course, that's much more impactful for a lot of people than, say, temperatures that feel like May. But we'll get to that in a second. Winter Storm Olive has such a big footprint. You can see all the winter alerts that we have going on to that. Like when we're in
what kind of rain? Is it like driving hurricane rain?
Right. I'm like, I don't know. I've been hit by some really painful rain and some hurricanes. But, you know, a nice little light rain. Maybe you went out for your morning run and it's already muggy and hot and you get a nice little light shower. That's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, so many good things come from rain. Keep the comments coming. We'd love to hear from you here as we head on through the show. We will share what you have to say.
When I see people aggressively throwing anything, if it's not on a baseball or softball field, it gives me anxiety because I'm like, why are you so mad? Why are you throwing so hard?
It's just the energy. You got to get the energy into the throw.
I don't like aggression. Can we all just be friends on that note?
That seemed like that was a lot of orange. I wonder how much they used.
Very wasteful. I don't like it. Anyways, I like this. Happy Tuesday.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out with us on America's Morning Headquarters. We're getting you through the mid-morning hours. And, of course, the Weather Channel helping you plan for the big events ahead. And that includes Winter Storm Olive.
Yeah, it's a big one that we're going to be watching across the nation. Also keeping an eye out for some severe storms. I mean, what would it be this winter without the threat for some severe weather? And it's not just the South, but the Northeast getting into the threat zone here for that risk for some severe. And then, of course, we got the drastic temperature differences really splitting the country in two. We got the extreme cold and then the heat. And we do mean heat because it's going to be hot in some places.
There's nowhere where we have just like mundane nothing going on. Either you're really in the winter or you're really in like the spring, like summer. So if you want to see where Winter Storm Olive is really getting going, we found it.